Hmm. Hmm. How una dey? Hmm. Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. How are you doing? I'm just waiting for there to be a bit of a population in here. So, how una dey? Eh? Hein? How una dey? One story been reach my table and I say we go talk about am. I just dey wait una make una many small before we table the matter. So, let me read the story to you. It's called How a Barber in Onitsha, Anambra State, Nigeria, disappeared in broad daylight. Make una hear this story. The barber disappeared in broad daylight after someone who knew him in Ogidi shouted his name. We had this very skillful barber in Obosi Street, Onitsha, a man in his early 40s. He was a very jovial person and nothing seemed out of the ordinary about him. He ate like every other normal person. In fact, he was just like every other human. My mother always gave us money to go and have our hair cut in his shop. This is to tell you that I felt his touch on my head. So on that fateful day, Obosi Street was just as it used to be. Chattering sounds of grown-ups in Franco Bar just opposite the barber's shop. Children playing in the hotness of the afternoon. Everyone was carrying out their usual activities when a man who had visited his friend decided to go and shave his beards. The barber was cutting somebody else's hair when the other man walked in with his friend. The two men sat on the waiting bench. In about 4 or 5 minutes, the man stood up just to look at his face in the mirror. He got stunned when he looked at the barber who was focused on the customer's hair he was cutting. First, the man thought he was dreaming because why would he be staring at his wide relative if he wasn't dreaming? He quietly sat down and his friends noticed his mood, jokingly asking why he was looking like someone that had seen a ghost. He told his friend that he had indeed seen a ghost. His friend laughed and thought he was joking. Out of bewilderness, he called the barber's real name from Ogidi. Pew! The barber disappeared along with everything in the shop and everywhere scattered. People ran. That day I lost my slippers in that run, but I didn't go back to look for it. It was later that I overheard people saying that Ogidi man, saying what that Ogidi man said, I beg your pardon. According to the gist, the barber's original name was John Ezegbu from Ogidi, who died in a car mishap and was later buried in Ogidi. Story. See, I did not make it up. I'm reading it for you. No be movie. Now person tell their story. Now, I remember when I was younger. I've told this story before. On NTA network. Good morning, Chichi Obama. Abi, good evening. I was listening to this particular story. There was a woman with 4 children. NTA. I was a kid. My grandparents were still alive then. Both of them have died. And they showed a woman with like 3 kids. And the story was that she came from the north. She met this man in the north, fell in love with him, got married. The guy never brought her down to Ibadan. So she kept pressuring him. I want to meet your people. I want to meet your people. I want to meet your. One day the guy said, okay, let's go to Ibadan. So they got on a bus, came down to Ibadan. When they got to Ibadan, they were going to the guy's house. The guy's house was down the street. And the guy just said to her, say, just continue down the street. That's my house there. When you get there, knock. I want to quickly see a friend. So I'm coming with my friend. That's how the woman went there and went to knock and say, that she was coming home with her husband though. The husband just stopped by. He said he wanted to see his friend, that he's joining them now. They said, who is your husband? She mentioned the guy's name. Said, this man died 20 years ago. In fact, they even buried the guy inside the compound. They took the wife to go and show the guy the grave. Say, now here they bury him. They in don't buy 20 years ago. They brought out his obituary. They brought out their family album. They showed him the picture. Yeah, that's the guy. The children identified their father. I'm not making this up. I watched this on NTA, or was it BCOS television news. The woman now went to the news station to go and say she was looking for her husband. Somebody said he would like to share his opinion. Before I give my opinion, let me bring anybody who wants to share their opinions. If somebody wants to. NTA 2 I don't know if no, that's Lagos. This was Ibadan. Hello, brother.
Hello.
How are you doing? Now, Yankee, you there?
I did Australia.
You did Australia? Oh, wow. How you doing?
So this is 11 a.m.
11 a.m. in Australia. This one at 2 a.m.
That's right.
Come, what date? This your 11 a.m. What date is it? Because today
this is 18th of September. This is Friday.
So you have already entered Friday.
If heaven they break today, we did heaven already.
Hey.
If I was rapture.
Let me tell you something in this life. For those people that say tomorrow never comes, it's already tomorrow in Australia.
It's here. It happened.
Because our own midnight, your own day don't break. Because if it is 11 o'clock, if it is 11 o'clock where you are now, and it is 2 o'clock here, that means 3 hours ago were yesterday. 3 hours ago you were at 8 a.m. You're already in a new day.
Absolutely. Then when you look at it in America, some part of America, they could see 2 days back. They will be 2 days back somehow at some point to Australia.
They will be 2 days behind Australia.
Yes.
Oh Lord, wow. Try.
God is great.
Try.
God is great.
Anyway, yes, you said you had a story to share. JJ.
Yes, boss.
Almost since you leave us for this Nigeria, see as you just go fresh for Canada. Okay, my brother from Australia wants to share a story. Then I'll bring you up. Go ahead, my brother.
Okay, I was Daddy Freeze. I just bumped in. Obviously, it's not long you came online and you started talking about ghosts. I was like, yes, I've been trying to find a way to ask you, to know your view about ghosts because of your sight, your height of spirituality strength. It has been a situation where for me, I feel like let somebody tell me I am dreaming, or let somebody tell me that it's one of those delusions, and it's overwhelming, I didn't particularly say I have a story about ghosts, but I'm a strong disbeliever of ghosts. And the reason why I do this, I have stick to this, is that maybe I have been too into science that it got to a point, even though science sometimes might tell you about feelings and about belief, philosophy and all that. But I'm a person who, no matter how you convince me about ghosts, like I came from a part of Igbo that is very strong in voodoo. I came from Abia State, all right? But I have found myself recently that I challenge those things. When I see someone in Okorokoro, juju go happen. Like somebody from Igbo land will know about Abia State or Hafia. But in my town, I will see Korokoro, all those things that I used to believe. But I'll be like, well, nothing. Like those fear have run away, have gone off me, and I want evidence. Science, how they say Thomas want to see. Thomas want to see to believe. That is where I find myself. Sometimes as humans, you reflect and also reflect on reflection. So in my mind as well, I'll be like, oh, are they crazy, or am I actually really, this is what Africa is lacking? Now that delusion, what I refer as delusion sometimes, is that what we're lacking, that we truly believe? That's making us not able to see the reality and see the point. Of course, about the book of Thomas. I'm sure I've seen you talk about those things as well. And the book of Moses as well. You talked about those things. Is there anything we are lacking? Reason why a white man land is so far, and their mentality is far from us, and they're doing well. If I give you a camera, you will see this should be the village of my part of Australia, but it look far better than Abuja.
Than even Lagos.
What is behind it? What is behind it? You see, this is where I began to challenge what I believe, my core belief as an African, as a person of Abia State, as a person of Igbo land, Nigeria. So I start to challenge those things, and what I need, I began to ask is evidence. So if you say you be juju, you get jazz past every jazz. I want you to prove it to me. I challenge native doctors, and I do that sometimes. I within my little world, I'll be like, I'll be crazy at the craze, truly, or am I really finding a new world, or a new mindset, or processing, ability. So I didn't say I have a story, but I want to understand what is there. Why is Western world progressing, not afraid of anything, and we so much understand and have this awareness of something beyond human, and yet we're not doing well. I guess that's where I was coming from. I wasn't coming from I have a story, but I want to know, I want to learn.
All right. Let me try and answer your question as best as I can. There is spirituality. The problem we Nigerians have with spirituality is they have exaggerated it. They have, because of, I said something about religion. I said religion is a blind man in a dark room looking for a black cat that does not exist, and then finding the cat. We were trained by our parents to look at everything in life first spiritually. That's why in Nigeria they tell you the spirit world controls the physical world. And I've always disagreed with that thing. Only in poverty induced places does the spiritual control the physical. Only in poverty because you have no control over your environment. Let me tell you something. I was going home. I went to do my manicure and my pedicure, have a massage with wifey, and we're going home. And I was like, Father, as we don't come out for this place, more reach home. Oh. Amen. I can't think and say if I did UK or Sweden, all those safe European countries or Canada, am I really going to pray before I get home? What is anybody going to rob me? What are the chances of having an accident? And if there's an accident, there's going to be a police car, there's going to be an ambulance, there's going to be everything I need. If I need a helicopter, it would be there, provided by the government. And I just thought about it and I realized that because religion is that black cat that does not exist in that black room, and your pastors and imams and traditional leaders are those people selling that black cat that does not exist and selling the kittens of that black cat. They have to perpetually keep you in a place where your mind goes spiritual first before physical. If you lose your job, the first thing you will think of is, which of my villagers is coming after me? Is it because I did not pay my tithe? Oh, is it because I cheated? Is it because I slept with somebody I was not supposed to? Your mind is going to keep running around all the spiritual things first before you realize that you lost your job because you are not putting in the work, or your company is downsizing, or something physical. Now, the fact that the spiritual does not control the physical does not mean the spiritual does not exist. And there are evidence of ghost sightings, even in America. There are haunted hotels that you will go and see ghosts, and they advertise. You see, another difference between the Western world and us is, when the Western world sees a snake, they run and follow the snake. They want to know about the snake. They investigate the snake. They read about the snake. They write about the snake. Nigerian man go take off, or he go buy the snake. There are hotels abroad. If you want to have a spiritual experience, you want to see a ghost, you can go to a haunted hotel and you will see ghosts. No be downgrade. Just go to your Google list of haunted hotels in the USA. List of haunted hotels USA. You will be amazed. 32 most haunted places in America. 13 most haunted hotels in America. As in America, abroad, people different from us, they pay money to go see ghosts. Like person, they go zoo, go see lion. But anyway, before I go any further, I've got JJ Jocular. Congratulations on your, how do you call, is it Jocular you call it?
Yeah, the jocular.
The jocular. Congratulations on your upcoming wedding. Abi make I not talk. Hey, I don't burn many cables.
That is free.
I just they play. So tell me about this experience that you.
Okay. So basically, you see this ghost there now. Let me even address what the guy Baba that just left right now said. You know what he was asking. I think the difference between, like you said, the difference between this Western world and our own country is that, or the region will come from, is that they use yours to us for their advantage, They use it to build themselves, they use it for entertainment, they use it to enjoy themselves. Take, for instance, watch the AGT, right? You see the AGT, you see magicians.
They come out to display their arts, display their magic. People, they scream. People, they enjoy. They're like, yeah, I think this is the Las Vegas standard. But back home, we use our own juju to wunjo ourselves, to hunt ourselves. So that's just the difference. I think it exists everywhere in the world. I mean, these spiritual powers exist. If you want it, you can always get it. I come from a place called Arondizog. Arondizog, you could hear Flavor, hear all of them. Think about it. All right? You always hear of Izog. Izog is a place that is very diabolic. And they have the KG festival where you actually see real masquerades. These are real spiritual beings. You see them, they exist. We also hear of stories of where people, I mean, while I was growing up, I heard that one of my relatives died sometime and then he appeared to someone. I mean, this happens. It's like a regular thing. You see someone appear to you, and then by the time you ask a few questions, you realize the person died like some hours ago, some days ago.
Person
but
appeared.
It's person by, yeah. Mm-hmm. So no be illusion. It's real. But now the point is, say, what do we now do with our own spiritual and all that whole juju and ghost and everything? So that's what makes the difference. That's why, you see, this Western world don't really open my eyes so well. 100%. Right here, I'm not saying it's the best system. However, right here, they have set the laws of nature to action. See, you don't need to, nobody needs to tell you that if you plant a seed today, water it, nurture it, is definitely going to grow and produce fruits. You don't need any kind of prayers for that. If you study, get yourself trained, you will get a job in that same industry. For instance, I've been in the broadcast industry for a long time. But I didn't just get into that industry all of a sudden. I went through a lot of trainings that if we at least you know that one. So it's a very natural thing. Lots of people want to travel abroad. They've not asked themselves, when you come here, what do? They realize that you jump into a system where you meet 1,001 professionals. You don't need prayers. You don't need all those things. You have to work and then pray. The prayer will magnify your work. If you spend your time doing all the whole prayers and then you do no work, you're waiting for grace. Oh God, I am more skilled than you are. And in that field where everybody works, it's your skill that will talk.
Yes.
Then if you now put up the spiritual backup, then it magnifies it. But if you have no substance, there is nothing there to amplify. So let's get back to the whole ghost thing. Does it exist? Yes. There are certain stories I cannot even tell right here.
Why?
I don't hear.
Oh, yeah, talk out. We want to hear.
No. See, stories, I know if we talk right here. But these are facts, and these are real. The same stories you hear in Nigeria, you still hear them right here. And these are all strong spiritual evidence and stories that do exist. So if anybody tells you that ghosts don't exist, you probably haven't seen. You never see or never hear. But I've seen, I've heard, and I know they do exist. And if anybody tells you ghosts don't exist, they probably also tell you that spiritual attacks do not happen. Then why they say person go do you juju, you go catch you, or your village people go remote you? All these things exist, but it now depends on how you want to play, how you want to utilize it, the environment, and all that thing. Unfortunately, Nigeria and back Berlin are them food there back to back.
Back.
Here, it's like you saying you're back home and you're buying a car. You come over here, everybody has a car, everybody can afford it, everybody can afford a house.
100%.
100%. It's not a big deal. So nobody's coming to say, "Oh, I am giving a testimonial. I just bought a car." We're going to look at you like, "What's wrong with this guy?" Well, like, what really is wrong with you? If you work, you make some money. You can always afford it. It's a system. System is all set up. So in my opinion, yes, they do exist. Have I seen? Yes. Have I heard the stories? Yes. And it's there.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
That's right.
Niger Hot Mom. I want to bring in a few people. Let them share. But have you personally seen any, have you ever had any ghost encounter?
Yes, I have.
Share your story.
Yes, I have. In Niger, I have. Not
If
once,
you're
not
watching on
twice.
TikTok, pop our money gun. Go ahead, brother.
Not once, not twice. There was a very funny incident that happened way back. That was my story is double sided, right? I've had the good side of it, the angelic side of it. I've had the other one, all right. The angelic side of it is actually a whole lot more. A lot of things have happened, but there was a day I went for a show. Then when I was in the East, we used to have this show called Blaze Blast. And Blaze Blast was a 2-day concert that had everybody, them Jay Martins back in the day, Fali Pupa, Cabo Snoop, Basket Mouth King, Winga Dinka, Fino, P Square, everybody was right there. It was like all stars, right? And I was the anchor for the first year. I think that was like 2010, no, that was 2011. So we finished the show, and we normally after the second day of the show, we all go for a breakfast at Chairman's house, one baba like that. Yeah. So we all went for the breakfast. But before then, when I was done with the show, some lady met me. You see, a very fine, beautiful girl, sweet girl, everything.
JJ Sabi woman
She
with
meets
sweet.
me. No, you see, you get ladies will be like saying magazine, clean. The girl met me after the show, and hey, how are you? I'm fine. What's your name? What do you do? She's an artist. She came from Lagos. She heard this was happening and all that. And okay, so what exactly do you need? Now, this was happening like she told me that she needed a contact. She needed to be linked of those artists, because she knows that this is a very big show. It's something that can change her life and all that. On my own part, I was like, okay, this is the first day of the show. We're going to be having a second day. So you may have to come, probably in the evening. Let's get to talk before the show starts. Because at that point, this is happening like in 5 a.m. there about the show was, ended. And the girl was like, okay, yeah, no problem. But, conversation on the list. So what do you do? I'm an OAP right here. I'm a broadcaster. I do a lot of things. I'm an event manager and all. Trying to get home. So she said that she was stranded, actually. That she just came to, because that was a village or Rifite, that she just came to that location, and she couldn't book a hotel. All the hotels were booked and all that. So, okay, whether I fit accommodate them, do I have a hotel? And I was like, okay, that's fine. So logistics guy day. So like, okay, you can ask this guy, he's going to give you a room. I'm sure there are rooms for a lot of people because a lot of people came and people were going to be stranded. So you can meet this person. I mentioned the guy's name. Getting to that guy, the girl went to the guy. Then I was expecting a feedback from him, like, hey, have you fixed that guy? My guy came to meet me and said, who be that girl where you send give me? I say, I'm one random girl. So Baba, they look me like, did you ever know the girl? I said, no, I just met her. Like, my guy said that was her. That was his classmate who died like 3 years ago.
Who by?
Secondary school classmate who died rather like 3 years ago. I said, no, not lie. The girl gave you her number. Yes, she gave me a number. Without the number was not existent. That's the network said, this number does not exist.
Ha!
I said, okay. But this is it. Same night that I slept, the same person appeared for my dream.
Wait till she can't talk.
Same chick, I don't know. Same chick appeared for my dream. You know those dreams where you say person they pursue you, they run from your life. Same, exactly same person. It wasn't an illusion. I nearly died for that dream. So why I confirmed this, not just that, not just the guy. So after the show, the second day, we and other artists come to talk. So I now open my mouth, talk him. One very famous guy that was there, a comedian, now gave us his own gist. He gave us his gist of how Ingo show carry babe. Finish with the babe finish. That for more than 3 months, not one person called him for a show. That he had to go to submit himself, went to, church and all that. Say they talk, say, oh, maybe you don't carry person, we don't buy. Wallahi. So in my mind, I was just shocked, like, okay, is this like an attack? Or what?
But you don't do anything with him now. You bench him.
I don't do anything. That's even why I just say, okay, oh, so was that supposed to be the plan? Stories of people where we say they don't carry, people where don't buy. They reach somewhere, the person disappear from auto. This one happened to my own direct friend. One-on-one, he tell me, where was he going to? He was traveling back home. He go in wife wedding, in own wedding, was going to do family things and all that. Gave a girl a lift at Onitsha. Before they reach Okiwe in Imo States. Conversation just the chain, one thing. And the babe disappeared. And guess what? They were almost kidnapped that same day. These are real life stories that I have heard. So it's no tales by moonlight. These things are real. But I think they're even more real over there than here. So back home, it's an attack. Here, they probably use it for other things, to benefit themselves, to entertain themselves. That's why you see there are shows all around the world, Las Vegas, get down to... These are magic. You just talked about hotels right now, right? These are shows where you have real magic. You see manifestations of all these things happen. But, I mean, that's probably the difference between Oyibo and we Blackies.
How come people don't seem to believe these stories?
You probably don't believe it until it happens to you. There's so many stories that are not believable until it happens to you. Yeah. You watch Nollywood, you watch our Nigerian movies, and you see all these stories. You probably thought, oh, those people just sat down and... But no, there are always atoms of truth. Some of those stories are based on experiences of people. You hear stories and then you modify it. But these things happen every now and then. They do, 100%. It's like you saying that people know they disappear or people don't attack others. I have friends who have given me real life stories of how they were attacked. Say person will appear to you like lion. Or you probably say that, I don't know if it's allowed to mention this, the occultic word and all that. Everything exists. So now just choice and how you use it.
Guys, send me your requests. Send me your requests. A lot of people are, they don't want to, a lot of people are afraid to talk because they feel people are going to laugh at them.
Well, it's like saying talking about snakes over. Let me give you this story. So when I landed here the first time, I was still looking for, I did make a swim of a pigeon. I did find place where we say a good day, So when I was working, one of my colleagues now said, an elderly woman, yeah, they're like 50 something years. And then she was like, I should come stay. And I can come pull up in a house and all that, Yeah, we kind of husband, big house, luxury life. All their kids are living in different countries. Then she was like, I should come pull up in the house. So I just went to the house one weekend, say, I go visit her. So then I got into one of the rooms. That room had like a little box. It was a basement, right? Basement apartment. So little box, but it had a very big hole right there. But it was very dark with just red light. So I saw it the first time, and this was happening like after 6 p.m. and 9 on the reach. So I saw it. I'm like, what's in that hole? That place looks very dark. And she said, no, that's nothing much. That she has very little snakes that she plays around with. I'm like, okay. And then she said that if I decide to come stay with her, that's the room I'll be staying. I say, and I didn't come all the way from Nigeria to come and be buying my snakes. So I took off. So she has snakes. She has like 3 different species of snakes right there. And those are pets.
Hey.
So her pictures and showing me different pictures and, how she interacts with them and all that. So see, they are pets. I say yes. Yeah. But in another culture, snakes are dreaded, right?
I used to have a pet snake when I was younger.
For real?
Yes. A small grass snake that I caught in Ibadan.
So how did you live with it?
I had it in a cage. My dad didn't know about it. It was my old rabbit cage, so I just put him there. But after a while, the snake died. But that's not supernatural. That's normal Igbo people's madness.
Yes, so it's not. So it's just perception and all that. But what led you to start talking about this whole ghost thing?
I just saw a story online about a barber who was apparently in Don't Buy before, come resurrect, come that place. And the problem is nobody wants to, they want to be in that, make I lock that comment section because that comment section are where their power they. Instead of me, they can't talk. They go, so as I don't turn comment section off now.
Sinner, this ghost thing, a lot of people are very skeptical to talk about them because they believe that
they will laugh at them. So anybody who want to talk about ghosts now, make it send request. We can't talk live. Nobody the one way they go, they talk inside comment section, they hide, they talk.
That the ghost may even start. Maybe they start seeing dreams and having dreams of all those ghosts, or their beliefs if we can't attack them. All those kind of beliefs. But yeah, it's just a story.
But I don't understand why. Finally, as I don't lock the comment section, they don't begin to appear now. Very good. Niger Hot Mom, your internet no good though. Some people internet no good. Okay, finally, some people don't send requests now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. It's good as I love comment section. See as everywhere come full now. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing, my sister? Please share your experience.
That's the story.
I'm
Uh-huh.
listening to him.
No, he has spoken. It's your turn.
Let me digest, then I'll talk. I'm trying to see, because I know that ghost is real.
Where did you see your ghost, Yvonne?
I hear from people.
Everybody has spoken. Now you will they wait for.
I heard from someone long time ago back in Nigeria. They said they gave somebody a lift from Ore or something. Before they got to Onitsha, the person disappeared. I'm like, and the person saying it is not going to be lying. So when he was talking, I believe what he was saying. But the comment section, they were saying a lot of stuff. I'm like, what
That's
are
why I
they saying?
said unless I switch off that comment section, we will not have peace in this house.
I said he knows what he's saying.
But I don't believe in spirits because I never experienced it before.
May you experience it this night.
No, I don't.
You know, go say amen.
You will not.
Amen. I want to try experience. I don't only for Nigerian movie or dreams. But
where do you stay? What part of the world are you in?
Thailand.
Ireland. Just Google
Thailand.
haunted home. Thailand. Ghost full
Asia
there.
part of the world.
Ghost full there. Just Google haunted homes, Thailand.
Not Ireland.
Thailand, I know.
Thailand.
I know.
How do you know ghost full Thailand?
I just know say they're full everywhere. Make him just check. Okay, my brother. Thank you. As you never see ghosts before.
Thank you, Daddy Freeze.
Thank you so much. Make I bring another set of people.
All right, Daddy Freeze.
All right. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Too. Bye-bye.
All right, now.
Bros, you go press X for up there. You just see X there. Just press up. Very good. God bless you. Oh yeah. Send your request to. I'm not putting on the comment section again. Make una come talk that thing wey una want talk. Make una come talk am for public. See as everywhere come dey full now. That comment section they very distracting. Hello.
Daddy Freeze.
Daddy
Freeze. Is it?
I dey hear you.
I'm gonna do red lights.
Go where lights do. Brother, go ahead.
Daddy Freeze, I get one question to ask first. First, it's a pleasure being on your live video this evening.
Thank you, brother.
I just joined. Pardon me?
I said thank you, brother.
Okay. I just joined your live video this evening, and I can see the topic. Your topic was to regards ghosts. I myself, I don't believe in ghosts. I'm sorry to say, I believe it's a subconscious thing of the mind. It's our mind that's usually working on us. The mind actually controls the body. So I don't actually believe in ghosts. I don't know you, Daddy Freeze. Do you believe in ghosts yourself?
Yeah, I believe there are spiritual occurrences and spiritual things. We know they see your face. Have you yourself be ghost?
Daddy Freeze, I don't be ghost too.
I must say, as quickly show your face.
I don't be ghost. So I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I myself, I don't believe in ghosts. I just think it's a human fear. I don't know.
So you just believe that
I don't.
There's nothing like ghost.
No. No. I believe it's our mind that's actually bringing that thing up. So I don't believe there's any such thing like ghosts. I don't know if someone might try to convince me that there's ghosts. I don't know. I haven't experienced it, and I don't think ghosts actually exist.
May I ask you a question, please?
Okay, sure. I'm from.
Yeah. Have you been to a morgue, a burial ground, perhaps, or have you interacted with people who have worked there?
Yes, I've been to a burial ground.
Okay. Have you interacted with people who work in a morgue?
But I mean, I didn't get your question.
Have you interacted with people? Have you ever?
No. I haven't had a conversation with someone that actually works there in person now.
Okay.
It's to me, it's not a type of conversation I believe you should be having with people that.
I don't see it as the kind of conversation you just naturally have, but I'm just asking because I've this. I've interacted with a lot of people who have jackpot for various reasons.
Okay.
Now, when they land, a lot of them work several places. I mean, some of them find themselves working in that kind of setting. If they open their mouth, tell you their story.
Waiting that they talk.
But do you actually
about
yourself?
Okay, sorry, talk about how they hear reactions, they see reactions, they see things, all forms of humans, all forms of beings, right? Moving around at all times. And the stories are real. Even back in Nigeria, they would tell while I was growing up, there were very popular stories like that in places like cemeteries, like in even boarding schools.
Okay.
Right? They had all kinds of stories.
Like Miss Koi.
Not even the Miss Koi on right now. Like my eldest brother, who did all that way back in the 80s, and they have real life stories.
Share some of the stories with us.
Yeah, sure.
No, they are not stories that can really share, right? Because now stories wouldn't tell me, but these are like life experiences from people I know. So especially people that work in mortuaries, they will give you that story.
But
so that's when you know that these things exist, and it's not just the mind thing.
Can you actually vouch for? Can you vouch for the authenticity of the story? Can you vouch that the story?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. These are people who have worked there, and for them to work there and decide not to, and run from it, it can be just stories in their ego or their thoughts. It can't just be whatever they're thinking.
So my question would be: when you say ghosts, do you mean the spirit? You see something that you feel it's a human being, or you feel a presence of a human being, or is the body? You're seeing the body. When you say ghost, because I myself I haven't experienced ghosts, and I would like to know about it. And I don't think it actually exists. Do you think it's a body or a spirit or something?
These are people that they are beings that appear like humans.
So spirit. So are you actually sure your vision is actually right? I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like when you
say vision.
Yeah. Do you think your mind is actually?
Do you trust what you saw?
Do you trust what you saw or what you see? Do you trust it, or do you think it's a mind game? Because you see, this our mind. It plays a lot of tricks on us.
No, my mind doesn't play no trick on me. My own mind doesn't play no trick on me.
Have you seen any ghost in your lifetime?
Well, okay, you probably just joined him, but yes, I gave a story.
He shared his experience.
A true life story. Yeah,
and I kind of believe it. I kind of believe it because I've also heard quite a lot of stories. So I tend to believe that particular story.
That is freeze, you guys are making me scared. Right? Sleep tonight.
What's on the wall behind you, brother?
Nothing is behind me.
Calm down. Don't shoot. What do you mean? Okay.
I'm personally not. I don't give a one or two about all those things, right? Yeah. I think it's about if you know what's keeping you, what's watching over you, who is watching over you, you don't need to be scared about all that. And if you're also a clean-hearted person, you don't need to be scared about all that. But that does not, to me, invalidates the stories I've heard from people I know, my own personal friends.
Brother,
right?
there's something on the wall behind you, something black.
There's nothing behind
Look,
me.
just look around you. Turn around.
I can't look around. I'm not gonna look around. There's nothing behind me. I'm sorry.
Sonia, are you ready to come and share your story? Sorry, guys, my internet has hooked. Sonia, are you ready to come and share your story? Sonia, please respond. Are you ready to come and share your story?
So the phrase,
Yes.
before Sonia comes, I did ask a question earlier. You said you do think ghosts actually exist. Could you actually tell me why you believe so?
Because there are so many credible sightings I haven't seen before, but there's so many credible sightings, not just by Nigerians, but by people abroad who I know were not raised with the spiritual fear and all those spiritual things that we people consider very, very important. You understand? So when those people now tell you, people that you know are not raised like you and don't think like you and don't run into the spiritual first, you understand?
Okay, if you guys say so.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I gotta go now. So that if it feels like I did say, it's a pleasure being on your live.
It's
tonight.
also a pleasure having you.
Follow you. I do follow your topics, your preachings online, and I must commend you. I've learned a lot of things from you. So I really appreciate that. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Do you live alone?
No, I'm married actually.
So where's your wife?
She's sleeping, so I just left the bedroom. That's
Okay,
right.
just go back to the bedroom, because you are not supposed to be alone in this house this night.
No, don't worry, I'm good, Daddy Freeze. Thank you so much. Have a good night, guys.
Good night, brother.
Good night, man. That reminds me of, there's a movie I keep seeing lots of reviews about. One, I think it's a new movie or so, and everybody keeps talking about it. It's a foreign movie, and they say, hey, you don't need to watch that movie at night and all that.
What's the name of the movie?
Deliverance.
Deliverance.
I think it's The Deliverance, yes.
Hey.
The Deliverance. And I was just saying that, yeah, I'm going to take a look at that movie real quick. Yeah, it was released August 16th. So it's about, what I see right here is, let me see if I could see. It's about a family living in a home in Indiana, and they get to discover strange demonic occurrences that convince them and the community that the house is a portal to hell.
Hey.
Yeah. A friend of mine sent it to me in my DM to say, hey, have you seen this movie? And then I saw some guy too making a review of it online. So I guess it's one movie one needs to see. The Deliverance. So spiritual things are real. And when people come out to tell their stories, doubting those stories is not the best option. Just hoping that you don't experience it. But they're real.
There we go.
Okay.
At least I come from a place where we've seen a lot and we've heard a lot while growing up. So, and even right now. So yeah, there we go.
So, bro, thank you so much. My Instagram has hooked, so I can't bring anybody new anymore. And Sonia
Thank
that I
you.
wanted to bring has said she's not ready. So, guys, I'm going to sleep because Sonia that was supposed to join me has been lying and magoing and saying she's not coming. So Sonia, restart and do what? So only me will be talking. Sonia, are you ready? She's not. Tolu Honiki, how are you doing, my darling? Mrs. Linda, how are you doing? Nero, I hail all of you now. I did go sleep. I know people are enjoying the comment section. Come and talk, you will not talk. People are saying restart. Don't worry. Tomorrow is another day. So next time when I come, what's that now? So next time when I come, when I ask you to come and join us, you people come and join. I know you are having fun. Good evening, Nero. I'm from good evening. Behind my curtain. Okay, let me restart and bring only Sonia. So I'm gonna end. Thank you, JJ.
Dead freeze.
Congrats
Thank you
on
so
that
much.
thing. When you enter Nigeria, hail me.
No, wala. Have a good night.
Okay. Okay. We are back. So just for 2 or 3 minutes. Sonia, where are you? See the person. Yes, no. So guys, nobody came, so let me go and sleep. God bless you. Love you guys loads. Okay, Sonia. 5 minutes. I might say, house or go, say, you don't reach my back. No worry, nothing there.
Hey, Daddy Freeze.
Oh yeah, put on your light. Let's hear you.
Good evening. Yeah. Hold
Where
on.
are you?
Let me turn my camera. Are you sure? I'm in the car. I'm almost in my house.
You were eating in
That's
the car?
why I've not picked. No, I was eating in the store. I was just closing for the day. You know, we are evening here.
Okay, so tell me your story. You said you saw a ghost.
Yes. It is 100% true. One is
Can I see your face, please? Park by the side of the road
I'm
and put
coming.
on your light.
I just arrived now. I'm going to park now.
Okay.
I wanted to get home, the open door, then I can really settle to talk.
If you are inside
Let
your
me
car
on
and
my
you've
left.
parked and you are safe, let me just say,
Yeah.
hey, Sonia.
You
Hey.
can see me now, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
can see you now. Looking very
So,
fine and natural.
thank you, Daddy Chris. How is it over there?
We are managing. What part of the world are you calling from?
Canada. I'm in Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah.
All right, baby.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So one of the stories, someone close to our house, and her husband died.
Died.
Died. Yeah. Bye.
Oh yeah.
So they were burying him in Delta State, but the guy already moved to Lagos. Had family in Lagos and was living in Lagos. So it was someone that went to Lagos that came back to tell her that you say you lost your husband. This is great, but I saw him in Lagos now. She said it's a lie. So my area in Delta State, then they now sent some delegates to go with the person. Immediately he saw the guy just disappear and left he has a wife there, he has kids. And when they checked their DNA, those kids and the one in my street, they are the same father.
So ghosts get DNA?
Yes. The kids of the one he now had in Lagos and the ones he had in our street, they are the same. So the grandma received those ones and they started training them. The guy lived in Lagos. Immediately they came.
So now can we say the guy cheated on his wife in ghost form?
He has not completed his life.
But he went to marry somebody else. That means he cheated on his wife. He should have come back and married his wife again.
How can he come back? He cannot come back. That's why he disappeared now. He has got another.
But let me ask you a question.
He has got another
How
place again.
do you explain this scientifically? I understand the ghost part, but how come the ghosts get DNA?
Yes, the kids, they match their DNA.
What part of
Agbo? He's from Agbo.
Hey,
yes.
Delta people.
He's from Agbo. It's Delta State. Yeah.
They say una
then
my
own house, my own sibling, we lost our first son, and when he came to the house, then I was in school. Because he don't want to see me like face to face. I'm the only daughter. He came to my school. He made me to I fall asleep like a little trance, like I was sleeping, but I wasn't sleeping. I felt someone came into the room, and he was speaking to me that, oh, you're here. Look at my son that I left for you, Destiny. He's having chicken pox and he's dying. And you're here. I told you to take care of him. Yeah, that is fine. So I said, brother, where are you going? He said, I came to carry my bag. I'm going now. I'm not coming back again. I said, but you are fine now. He said, hey, but I just came to give you this message now. That's why I'm here. And he just carried his bag and left. And that bag, I was the one that removed when I went to Abuja to pack his clothes, his belongings from Abuja. I was the one that removed his clothes from his luggage and put in that Ghana must go, and put his son's clothes in his own luggage and everything, and gave it to his woman to go to Lagos with. So when I not got myself, I was like, brother was here just now. Where did he go? I carry phone, I call my mom. Then I just saw brother in my room. Like, look at what he just told me. My mom said, okay, just wait. My mom said, be on the phone. Told my other brother, call Destiny's mom. We called her. And she said, yes, Destiny is having chicken pox and we're in the hospital. He's almost dying. I was like, eh? So what he just came to tell me is true? So we found money for her to bring the child back to us. We put him in the hospital. We admitted him in Delta State Hospital, and we took care of him until he recovered. When I went to look for that bag, when I went home, that bag was not there anymore. He has carried the bag. Yes, he has carried the bag. So I was like, hey, so this thing is true. But why didn't he just like stay flesh? Let me just touch him now. Let me see. My mom said we never, because there is a demarcation between you and them. They are living, they are existing. Once they know about you, that you know about them, they will go. That's our own experience in my house. Yes. They exist.
This is your own blood brother.
Yes, my own blood brother.
Hey.
My own blood brother.
On
my own house.
I
so when I see people writing in the comment section that is not true, it's true. Do you think it's every woman that you're operating with, like we that is in Western world? It's not everybody that you're operating with that are human being.
Hey.
I've met a white in the bus. She gave me message. Everything about my house. People were telling me, why didn't you take her phone number? Do you think he's human being? Somebody I came down from bus, I didn't see her again. But she told me who asked her to give me message from my house. And
village people come Canada, enter bus.
The person is with me. Yes, she's a white woman. She was giving me message. When we came down, I didn't see her again. Where you want to see her?
Which message she give you?
They exist. She was giving me message from my late elder brother that look at what is happening. Look at where somebody took my picture to, and look at what the person did to me. She gave me called my brother's name. So I was not telling people. People were like, why did you take a number? I started taking her from bus. Then I've not bought a car. I just came then. I didn't see her again. Where will I go and look for her? Someone now told me, stop looking for her. She's a ghost. I said, hey, in this place again.
My sister, what is your take? I'm ending.
My take on what she said?
Your own experience. Which one be your take on what she said? Are you a ghost analyzer?
For me, my own experience, I mean, people who say it doesn't exist or it exists, that's your business. Until it actually exists, until you actually experience it.
Yeah, that's it.
So, my experience was around 2013. So me and my brother were in secondary school around the same time. And so we usually had to get ready to go to school at the same time when everybody else in the house is sleeping. So we bought this house in one nice estate in our state, and we renovated it. But my brother particularly was saying that, he's experiencing unusual things. He'll be sleeping and he'll feel somebody on top of him. People say it's sleep paralysis. I think it's sleep paralysis. But he said, they'll try to suffocate him, blah, blah, blah. And, another time he had a dream and there was just this woman on top of him kissing him. And when he woke up, his lips was wet. So we were like teasing him, oh, whose daughter did you... whose daughter's heart did you break that she's now haunting you? And we just joke about it like that. Like, we never really took it seriously. But the guy was now praying. Like, my brother that was just, like, he would pray so hard at night. It's like, we're like, what is going on? Because all of us were just teasing him at home. Like, this one has broken somebody's daughter's heart, right? But how serious he took it and how spiritual he got made us feel like, okay, maybe there's something more to it. But as always, nobody paid any mind because none of us was experiencing any of these things, right, in the house. So this particular morning while we're preparing for school, it was around like 5-something a.m. We're trying to get ready to wait for a school bus. And my room there's a long hallway separating my brother's room from my brother's room. But the doors face each other, like across the hallway. So while I'm on the other side of the house, my brother was just screaming. I just heard him scream, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And then I'm like, I just freaked out. Like everything that I was holding, I dropped it. And then I opened my room door to like see what's going on. And what I could see was his room door that was completely shut, just flung open by itself and slammed on the other side of the wall. Like that is all I saw. There was nobody behind that door, but that room door just flung open and slammed on the door. And I just freaked out. I just ran like the speed that I used to dart straight to his room. I ran to his room and I held him. At this point, my brother was crying. Like I just hugged him and we're just crying. Like I'm like we're both freaking out and crying. Like because
How old
I
were
saw
you?
something. Secondary school around SS3. So I'll say I was around 16, 17 at the time.
How old was he?
Um, my brother at this time was like in second level, what they call it, 200 level in Nigeria.
Okay.
In uni. We're just 3 years apart. So he's a grown guy. So in his own story, right? So when everybody now came out of the house because of the whole commotion, they heard the door slam. Everybody heard the door slam. But my brother, when I got into the room, my brother was sitting on the bed. His duvet was still covering him. So it's evident that he's not the one that got up to open the door because he's still in bed, right? And the speed that I ran from my end of the room to his own room was like less than seconds, right? Because I was freaking out. So with that flight, I just ran straight to his room. So everybody heard the door slam. Everybody heard him scream. So when we then joined the two story, my brother was like, when he opened his eyes and he just saw like a being, like somebody was just floating. He was lying on his back, and somebody was just floating on top of him. Like you know how it's something just right here, like in your face. So he yelled Jesus and he pushed it, right? So when he pushed this thing, it opened the door and it went out, according to him. So it made me even freak out more because I felt like, oh, did I pass by something as I was running towards him? Like, where did he go to, right? So everybody just held hands. We prayed. We didn't go to school that day. We can call it imagination. That's fine. But I never believed in ghosts. I heard the stories about people who went to boarding schools but I can't place my hand on what I saw that day.
Then after that, what now happened?
I
Did
don't
you
know
guys sell the house?
Yeah, we had to move. We had to move. They called pastors to come and pray, and they said things about the original landlord of the house not being straight or whatever, like that. She uses children's spirits or whatever. And then my sister then said that she had a dream and she just saw little babies chasing her. I mean, it just became like from that moment, like everybody was just going AWOL, right? So fear then mixed with every other thing. People were just saying things and seeing things and dreaming things. For me, I don't know if ghosts exist or not, but what I saw that day, I don't have any scientific explanation for it. So anybody that hears the story, whatever you want to do with it, whatever you want to call it, that's fine. But that was my own experience. To this day, when I narrate that story, I still get chills because it was an out of body experience. Like I freaked out. I've never experienced anything. They do exist. Yeah. I saw a door slam and that's all. That's fine. If that's all you're getting from my story, that's fine. I guess doors slam by themselves. Yeah, doors open by themselves and slam where you're from. But yeah, that's my story.
Okay, my darling sister, God bless you. Thank you, guys. See you all tomorrow when we come back. I know more people are going to want to share their story. Send me your story by DM and I'll bring you live. Or drop a comment in the comment section. Mrs. Linda, Tolu Honiki, and the rest of you that don't believe in ghosts, may God bless you with a ghost experience very soon so you will believe. Good night. Good night and God bless you. Good night.